wind howls across the jagged peaks of Mount Tai, where storm clouds churn like the heart of a restless god. Below, a village cowers under the shadow of a celestial calamity. A dragon of molten flame coils in the sky, its roar shaking the earth. Amid the chaos, a boy stands defiant, his crimson sash billowing like a banner of war. This is Nezha, born of fire and rebellion, a child of heaven cursed with a mortal soul. His eyes blaze with the fury of 1,000 suns. Yet beneath that fire lies a flicker of doubt. "Why me?" he whispers, gripping the twin spears that hum with ancient power. The villagers call him a savior. The gods call him a mistake. But Nezha knows only one truth. Destiny is a chain, and he was born to break it. Today, the dragon will learn what it means to face a spark that refuses to fade. The burden of power. Nezha's story begins in a world where gods and mortals walk a fragile line. Born from a lotus flame, he was never meant to feel the weight of human pain. Yet his heart aches with every cry from the village below. His powers, fire that bends to his will, winds that answer his call, are both a gift and a curse. The celestial court, perched in their jade palaces, demands he serve their will, subduing demons and protecting the mortal realm. But Nezha scoffs at their commands. "I'm no one's pawn," he snarls, his voice cutting through the divine edicts like a blade. Yet every battle leaves scars, not on his body, but on his soul. The villagers fear his power as much as they revere it, whispering of the boy who dances with destruction. Can a god with a human heart ever find balance, or will his fire consume everything he loves? The call to rebellion. A shadow stirs in the east. A warlord named Ao Guang, Dragon King of the Seas, whose ambition threatens to drown the world in chaos. His armies of scaled beasts march, and the celestial court's inaction ignites Nezha's fury. "If the gods won't act, I will," he declares, his voice a thunderclap that echoes through the valleys. Armed with his fire-tipped spear and windfire wheels, Nezha sets out, a lone flame against an ocean of darkness. But this is no simple quest. Ao Guang wields a relic of the primordial chaos, a force that could unravel the threads of creation itself. Nezha's rebellion is not just against a tyrant, but against the heavens' apathy, against the destiny that chains him. As he steps into the storm, he feels the weight of a choice: to save the world or to burn it down in defiance, the bonds of mortality. In a quiet moment, Nezha finds solace in a village girl named Lian, whose courage matches his own. She sees not the god, but the boy, his laughter, his fears, his reckless heart. "You don't have to fight alone," she tells him, her voice soft but unyielding. For the first time, Nezha feels a warmth of connection, a tether to the mortal world he's sworn to protect. Yet this bond is a double-edged sword. Lian's life hangs in the balance as Ao Guang's forces close in, and Nezha's powers, wild and untamed, threaten to destroy as much as they save. "I can't lose you," he whispers, his voice breaking as he gazes at the horizon, where the dragon's shadow looms. To protect her, he must confront not just his enemy, but the chaos within himself, a battle that could cost him everything. The Clash of Titans. The final battle unfolds on the cliffs of the Eastern Sea, where waves crash like the wrath of 1,000 gods. Nezha stands alone, his spears glowing with crimson fire, as Ao Guang rises from the depths, his draconic form blotting out the sun. "You're nothing but a spark before my tide," the Dragon King roars, his voice shaking the heavens. But Nezha's laughter cuts through the storm, sharp and fearless. "Then let's see how bright this spark can burn." The clash is cataclysmic: fire against water, rebellion against tyranny. Nezha's movements are a dance of chaos, his windfire wheels slicing through the air, his flames painting the sky in hues of defiance. Yet every strike tests his control, pushing him closer to the edge of losing himself to the power within. This is not just a battle for victory, but for Nezha's very soul. The price of freedom. As the battle reaches its climax, Nezha faces a heart-wrenching truth. To defeat Ao Guang, He must unleash the full force of his divine power, a force that could consume him and the world he fights for. Leon's voice echoes in his mind, a beacon in the storm. "You are more than your power," she had said. With a cry that splits the heavens, Nezha channels his fire not to destroy, but to protect. The dragon falls, its relics shattered, but the cost is heavy. Nezha collapses, his body scorched, his spirit teetering on the edge of oblivion. The villagers cheer, but Leon kneels beside him, tears in her eyes. "You did it," she whispers. Nezha smiles, weak but unbroken. "Not yet," he murmurs. "There's always another chain to break." As the dawn breaks, Nezha rises, ready to face whatever destiny dares to throw at him next.